I don't usually like making these kinds of announcement videos or really announcing any changes that I'm making on the channel, just because I feel like people don't really care whenever I do, but I would feel really awkward if I didn't make an announcement and I kind of just changed something like this. So I'm just going to try to keep this video brief because I really don't want to make a big deal of anything. Basically, a change that I'm going to be... Basically, the change, I'm sure you guys can tell from the title, I'll probably put it somewhere, that I'm going to be making to the channel is I'm going to be changing my branding up a little bit. And let me preface all this by saying I'm not leaving GT or anything like that. I love everybody in it. It's a blast being in it. I'm still going to be working with Ryan to just produce the best montages and content that we possibly can for the team channel, which is kind of what GT is. But again, GT is more content based, whereas the thing that I'm going to talk about a little bit in a second is more competitive based. So I'm sure you guys have already noticed. Actually, I don't know when I'm going to physically apply the changes to the channel or anything like that. So the change that you guys are going to notice on my channel is you guys are going to see DST in front of my name now instead of GT, which again does not mean I'm leaving GT. I'm still going to be serving as co-leader of the organization. It just means that I'm choosing to publicly rep DST, which stands for Team Distance, by the way. It's a competitive organization that I'm going to be starting up with a few of my friends. Darius, you've probably heard the name at least. I made a League of Legends video with him and a few of the other people in it actually the other day. We're all going to be starting it up together. The only team we're going to have at the moment is a Call of Duty team, and yes, I am going to be on it. I'm going to be playing competitive at least for the rest of IW, probably into World War II. I had kind of a plan mapped out with it for an underage team and then a regular 18 plus pro team. So that's what Team Distance is. It's an esports organization that I'm basically just starting up with a few of my friends. And the reason I'm choosing that to rep a little bit more publicly is just because you guys are probably going to see a lot of competitive Call of Duty content on my channel. Live comms, kind of videos like this. I guess this is kind of more of a hybrid, but also maps uploaded, highlights, things like that. So I feel like it would make a lot more sense to rep, the Call of Duty team that I'm on instead of GT, which again is more sniping and content based. You guys are basically just going to see a lot more competitive related content, again, live comms, highlights, things like that. So it makes a lot more sense to rep the Call of Duty team, the competitive Call of Duty team, as opposed to the content organization, which is more of kind of sniping. Not that I don't enjoy sniping. I might. You guys aren't really going to be seeing, Road to Eclipse, things like that in abundance on my channel, which is why I'm going with the competitive Call of Duty team as opposed to kind of repping the sniping organization, if that makes sense. It just makes a lot more sense to, kind of brand yourself with the competitive team as opposed to something, and I'm co-leader too. So a lot of the stuff is behind the scenes and you guys don't really know what's going on anyways. It was just a decision that made the most sense to me. Yeah, get that FTL out of here. Like I said, I really don't want to make a super big deal of it or anything like that because it really isn't a big deal, and at the end of the day, to most people just stopping by the channel or whatever, it's kind of just 3 letters at the beginning of my name that don't really mean all that much to them. Like I said, it's really not that big of a deal. I don't want to make it anything like that. It's basically just branding, and especially at this size, most people don't even really care anyways. Most people that stop by aren't subscribed, they're not GT fans or Distance fans, you know what I mean? But like I said at the beginning of the video, I would feel kind of awkward if I just made a change like this kind of out of nowhere without talking about it at least first. I already ran it by Ryan, he said it was cool and everything, so I'm gonna try to probably make the changes as fast as I can in relation to making this video. Maybe I'll even try to do it at the same time, just so everything kind of hits people at the same time. With that being said, I think I got everything out of the way. Basically, I just wanted to say I'm going to be doing, a little bit of rebranding. I already made a revamp. I really love the way the banners and everything turned out. I'm kind of just going on at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, feel free to leave a like if you did. Again, if you guys like competitive videos, things like that, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you guys later. This is Max or Thunder. I'm out.